You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Happy Monday. Man, holidays are getting really, really close, aren't they? I bought my first Christmas gift for a grandson. It's a good one, too. I stepped up. It was a good G-Paw. No, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's a good one. So today, I've had some frustration as of late with people, how do I say this nicely? Not getting off their butt and doing stuff. Oh, no, wait, okay, let's take that back. They're doing things, moving closer to their dreams, but they're not getting the momentum they want. So how do we get that? Law of large numbers is a clue, and we'll talk about that today. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day because life gets in the way. We just stand up, take a step, repeat, and say, come on, let's go get what we want. Why would you stop before you got what you wanted anyway, huh? That's pure and simple Scott logic. I'm Scott Smith, by the way. That's where Scott logic comes from. Founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Can you believe at the end of this year, end of December, we wrap up our 16th season. I am a podcast OG, doing it before iTunes did podcast. And pretty crazy it's been that long. And we're a top 400 podcast in the world, not in a category. I'm talking out of 4 million. We're a top 400 and number one in many categories. This is not like an Amazon category thing. Although I am number one in Amazon right now. My new book, 5-Minute Gratitude Journal for Men, number one in quick workouts. I have no idea how that happened, but go buy it. It's dailygratitudeboost.com is where you can go to that Amazon link and get a hold of that thing. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the law of large numbers. What? Large numbers? What do you mean, Scott? Well, listen. Okay, so here's the thing. Come over close. I'm just going to have a real conversation with you because sometimes a client the other day said, thank you for the hint. And I said, well, hint? That was a hammer. He said, right, indeed, a hammer. I sometimes whack you with a hammer because sometimes if you got a hammer, you got to hit something, right? Lately, I have been talking to a lot of folks who are seemingly taking action, but they're kind of tiptoeing. They're kind of going at half an inch at a time. They're trying every other day. I talked to them, a week has gone past. They haven't done anything. It's like, wait a second, you're supposed to be moving every single day. And it's interesting because everybody gets busy and they always have a challenge in their life. There's a lot going on, but I just always have one question. Well, you said you wanted to do it. Why didn't you go do it? Why not? And plus, you're missing the secret to making everything work by doing it a lot. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. First, I want to ask you this question. Have you done your homework? At the end of this podcast today, I want you to take about 30 seconds and just ask yourself this question. How's my life going? Good, bad, in the middle. You don't want in the middle. If it's bad, change it. If it's good, keep it. That's it. And all I'm asking you to do is take a few minutes. Instead of thinking about what's going on in the world around you, I want you to think about the result you're actually getting in your life. And doing that is going to propel you to an entirely different level. Been asking this question 16 years. I've tested not asking it, and people say, keep asking. Have you done your homework? Law of large numbers. It's what it's called. I don't know, a lot of people out there just trying this, trying that. I stepped in, I did this. Look, I'm the first one to tell you that sometimes when I get into something, I will try things and I'll dabble just a little bit. And I kind of dabble. I call it exploring the possibilities of life. I dabble, no commitment, just seeing it's going to work. Some people think I'm committed. No, I'm just, well, some people think I should be. But what I'm actually doing is I'm just trying things on for size. I'm seeing if it feels okay. But when it's time to go after the success that you really, really want in your life, there are some pretty predictable ways to do this. The manuals have been written. I mean, you're not the first human to live on this planet. You're not the first human. Like I tell my daughter all the time when she's having trouble with her 6 and 9-year-old, I say, well, you are the first mom ever to have a 6 and 9-year-old, right? She just looks at me and gives me the eye. Yeah. But people have done this before. Millions and millions of times for tens of thousands of years. Whatever you want to do has already been done. And yes, it's a little easier these days in some ways because we can access so much information immediately, but sometimes that is actually the thing that trips us up, right? If you're Googling all the time, now let me get an answer here. Let me figure out. Well, it's okay to get an answer, but sometimes you really have to look at the answer and then apply it. Lately, I've been talking quite a bit about not applying action or not taking action, but actually application. Meaning, I want you to figure out how whatever you're learning applies to your life and what you need to do to get the results you want, and then go apply it. But this is very predictable if you do the right thing. So here's how this works, okay? Taking action toward your dreams once a week, woohoo! I'll take that. To start for like a week. But it's not going to get you what you want. Do it for a year, and the law of averages will tell you what to expect. But it's wrong. Because people think, hey, if I just do this once a week for a year, I'll get what I want. Well, maybe, but you never get a true understanding. It's like when I was learning to fly airplanes. I learned very, very quickly flying once a week wasn't going to do it. I had to fly at least 3 times a week. When I went to instrument training, it was 5 days a week just for me to keep up with everything, to stay proficient. It was impossible when I just flew a couple times a month to do it. In fact, in that category, a lot of doctors go out there and they get themselves killed in an airplane because they're treating patients a lot. And then what do? Well, they go out and fly an airplane, take their friends and family with them, but they haven't flown in 2 months. Got to do it more. So yes, you can achieve something if you do it once a week. There's no doubt about that. You go to church once a week. At the end of the year, you're going to be a better person if you listen and apply. You're going to work out once a week. End of the year, you won't be quite as bad as you are right now, but you're not going to be great. You got to do 3 or 4 times a week to do that, right? Want to do more? 5 or 6. Boom, push it. Get out there. Limited action over an extended period of time is no more accurate than flipping a coin 10 times and believing you've spotted a trend. I got it. I can tell you exactly every 3rd time it's going to come up heads. No. It's funny how people keep playing that game. You hear that conversation all the time. People have been flipping coins for how many tens of thousands of years? Nobody's ever been able to predict it. The sample's too small. It's too random. It's not going to work. And a lot of folks, in terms of their goals and moving toward their happiness and moving toward their success and moving toward building their business and whatever you want to go after, are simply not doing it enough. Once, twice a week, once a month, thinking about it, and then thinking they've figured it out, even though you haven't. You have not. I like to say you haven't gotten out of the vacuum. You're in your own little world, and you got to get out in the real world and really kind of take some of the incoming and figure it out what works, and then do it again. So here's the way I think about this: if you really want to get something today, you can start getting it today. Don't get frustrated. You'll start getting instantaneous changes today, immediately. It's going to take a little time to get exactly what you want. But here's what I'd like you to do. Whatever you want to do, I want you to take action on it every single day. I want you to increase your sample rate from 52 to 365. What's going to happen is, if you do that every single day, you're going to begin to get a very predictable result. You're going to begin to know exactly how to nuance your actions to get what you want. Now, what does that mean every single day? Well, in my case, I read a little bit every single day, and I have certain topics I want to study, so I just do it every single day. And I tell you, it just multiplies so fast. It's not 1% a day because it's exponential. If you want to learn to do a podcast, sit down and do one every single day like I've done for the past 16 years. It won't take long for you to figure out how to do it. Law of numbers. Makes it predictable. And when you think about it, and it comes to being successful and happy in life, wouldn't that be cool if you could predict how to do it? Once you know what you're going after, then go after it consistently every single day, at least a little bit. And why wouldn't you do that when you said you wanted it? You said it was the most important thing you were going to go after. This would make your life happy, give you everything you want. Why would you say that and then not put the action and the attention and the focus on that? The answer is, I don't know. But if you do, I know that everything you want will come your way. And that needs to start today. It is all about the numbers. The more action you take, the more predictable your success will become. You can take that to the bank. And about a year from now, all your friends are going to be sitting around saying, well, how'd you buy that new house? How'd you get that car? What are you doing? Why do you have so much time off? Be like me running around town here. Everybody says, are you retired? Oh, yeah, I'm 62, okay? So they think I'm retired in Port Orange, Florida. No, I'm semi-retired. What's that mean, semi-retired? I don't know, it means I goof off half the time. Have fun the rest of the time. That's a good life. All right, coming up tomorrow, I have no idea. I haven't planned the week yet, but we're going to have a good show. In the meantime, do me a favor. I haven't actually talked about this for a while. Buy my book. Well, actually, I did at the beginning of the show. Daily Boost, dailygratitudeboost.com. I'll get it right eventually. Just go there. You'll see the book. The 5-Minute Gratitude Journal for a Man. Also, the Facebook group is very active. I'd love to talk to you there. That's where I communicate. Private group. You got to join. Just go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. Let me know you want to come in. We'll let you in. We'll get to know each other. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.